Hello everyone, Pudros here. Today I'm gonna make a Phantom Forces video, but it's not gonna be with gameplay because this video is gonna be more technical. Today I woke up and chose violence. I chose to break the conspiracy. I chose to tell you why you should not play Metro and Warehouse. First things first, Metro and Warehouse are arguably the two most popular maps in the game. Because I'm willingly ignoring Desert Storm's existence. That's a creature of its own, and I will make a video on it eventually, but Metro and Warehouse are arguably the two most popular Phantom Forces maps, and that's mainly because each and every single one of the popular PF YouTubers are gonna tell you Metro and Warehouse, Metro and Warehouse, Metro and Warehouse. What you don't know is what you are getting into. So, basics of Metro. There's two sides of the map, Phantom Station, Ghost Station. And the map has 3 lanes. Escalators lane, middle lane, and I'll call it vending machine lane because, you know, these fucking vending machines. Older versions of Metro used to allow you to flank through the train tunnels, but in the current versions of Metro that's been removed. You'll notice I'm also using an older version of Metro because, well, I'm not about to just ask HAL 10 million times to see if I can get access to the current Metro files. Metro has a bit of a problem, and these escalators are that problem. There's only 2 ways you can get to the middle lane where all of the action occurs, besides those escalators, which are these escalators and these stairs. And that's a problem in on itself because all of these are very tight choke points, and that makes them ripe for kills and spawn camping. And that's the bulk of the problem when it comes to these maps. They'll tell you, play Metro and Warehouse if you wanna get high kill counts by just camping on the stairs. What they don't tell you is that the one getting killed is you. It's kind of like a pyramid scheme. They bait you by telling you, play Metro and Warehouse for high kills, but then the one getting killed over and over in the escalators is you. That's the issue with Metro. Now I move on to the issues with Warehouse. For those that don't know, Warehouse has 2 versions. The bigger version, which is not this one, it's arguably larger, and the smaller version, which is this one, but they play almost the same. So if you've played Warehouse even once, you can tell there are no walls. Like these walls you see right here, they are 0.2 studs thick, making them basically penetrable by any bullet in the game that is in hollow point. And that carries a problem in itself because most of the spawns in the map are behind these walls, and that makes it so that if you are spotted, anyone can wallbang you through all the walls in the map, or worse, just hold the spawn trap really easily. This area stays relatively consistent throughout both versions of Warehouse, so I'm gonna look at it from this angle. There's an extra area to the left, but it's not existent in this version. So in Warehouse, you can control the ghost spawn, I think this is, because phantoms spawn all the way over here on the back. If you control the ghosts coming out of here and the ghosts coming out of here, you win the game. That's it. It's all over. You get free 200 kill games, you get free kills. And even if they try to hide, all you have to do is shoot through the wall. There's no science to it. That's all the technique there is to it. You simply have to make sure people don't come out of this place between motel and airport lounge, and control the flow of people between jail and motel, and that's it. You win the game. Doesn't matter what the other team tries to do, unless you have a really shitty team. If you control these 2 choke points, you win the game. And that's the problem with Warehouse, it's that it doesn't provide real cover, because even if someone tries to flank through the buildings, all your teammates have to do is spot them and you can wallbang them, and it's an easy kill. Like, you ever wonder why most kill records occur either in Metro, Warehouse, or Desert Storm? It's because they are easy to control, and because they keep baiting people into playing these maps over and over so that they can kill the newcomers over and over and over again. And that's kind of what irks me away from these maps, because not only do they get extremely repetitive, it's just, what's the point if there's always gonna be someone just controlling choke points and draining all the fun for all the other 31 players in the lobby. So yeah, that's kind of the issue I have with Metro and Warehouse and why I willingly avoid them. I am fully aware that on my past 2 Phantom Forces videos I have played Warehouse and Metro, but you've seen my reaction. Like with Warehouse I was a bit more positive because at least I have some flanking opportunity, unlike Metro where the only flanks are choke points on themselves that are really easy to exploit. But even then I am not very excited to play them and I will avoid them whenever I can. So, if you agree or disagree with me, leave your comment, I'll make sure to read it and reply to it if I can work enough brain cells to figure out a proper response. And now, I'm gonna get to the proposed solutions I have for these problems. So, for Metro, I think the problem is pretty much structural. Like, other than opening up more tunnels in between the lanes and such, I don't see how to solve the problem properly, because even removing the escalators wouldn't solve it, because then you would get the problem centered around the main escalators at C flare and the purple staircase at A flare. So yeah, the problem with Metro is structural and I don't think we can find a way to solve it. Metro Battle does improve on certain aspects of Metro, but I don't think the issue with Metro can be solved. Now, as for Warehouse, one solution I would implement for Warehouse would be to make the spawn buildings or certain spawn buildings into concrete versions with proper thickness. That way players that spawn into them can take cover and avoid getting killed and picked off as easily as they are. Other solutions I would have would be to flip the spawns around from where they are to, say, move ghosts to the left side of the map where like to the side where the basketball court is, and phantoms to the opposite end of the warehouse where the police cars are. That way, Spawn Trap would be harder to maintain and players would have a better chance at fighting back. And yeah, that's it. That's all the suggestions I have. See ya.